We are live.
We are live. Hello. You caught me all on the up, you did. Because, as usual, Ian's not bloody ready. He will be in a minute.
Random. I was like, I'm not ready either. I still got web pages to load up.
Oh, yeah? It's all right. You carry on doing that.
All right.
I'll just chirp in a minute. Finish off making myself look presentable.
Dun, dun, dun. Well, good morning, everybody.
Morning, everyone.
Monday morning.
Nice to see you.
What does that look obnoxious? Oh, 300%. That would do it.
What's that?
Oh, the random comment picker. I was pulling it up, and it looks obnoxious. It's all weird, and it's my fault. I had it zoomed in so I could show the numbers for the comments. Yes, Saturday.
I'll go. Yeah. Oh.
$4,800 comments. Almost halfway there.
What, nearly at 5,000?
Yeah, 4,849.
That's interesting. I reckon. I was thinking, you know. What did I put in?
Oh, that's awesome. The comment picker takes forever to load them.
Even better.
Jug. 80 unique. That's 320 unique comments per person.
That's the wrong one.
My math is probably off. I was in my head real quick. So about 300. There's a couple people in there who are typing out jokes. I mean, like funny, like little cute jokes. And those are awesome. I've been reading through those.
Yeah, I like the jokes. How did I get on there? Oh, that's because you're showing me on there. Right.
Oh, I guess I could read comments. I'm sorry. I totally forgot people are joining us. Hey, Sai, I will work on the song today. I'll get it.
Can you put the link up?
For StreamYard?
For me to join. Yeah, for me to join.
Yep, there you go. It's the song's recorded just for the company that we're pulling it from, so you won't be able to find it on iTunes or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
Which one are you going to use? The second one?
The second one, yeah.
Okay.
The first one's on my phone in my hand, whereas the second one.
There we go.
That's it.
There you go. You sit there in silence, and I can't hear you, so I don't know if the audio's working yet. I'm like, just say something.
Oh, I see. Can you hear me?
And then you say something to yourself real quiet, so I can't hear you. I'm thinking, oh, no. But yes.
I know. I'm always forgetting.
I can hear you very well.
I'm always forgetting. I got my Christmas shirt on today because for some people it might be Christmas. See? You get it? Christmas shirt because for some people it might be Christmas.
Christmas. I'm wearing my green shirt today.
And you're wearing your green shirt, which goes
because
with
Christmas trees are green.
Yeah, Christmas trees are green.
And it's the last clean one I have. I should rephrase that. It's the last new one I have. The others have all been washed. So they're all nice and wrinkly for this week.
Washed them yet.
New one I have. Good morning, Ian. Menham. How you doing, bud?
Okay.
Chris.
Hello, Lorna, Katie. Nice to see you. Hope you have a good day at work, Katie. Hello, Ian. Judith. Lovely, jubbly. Judith spent quite a while yesterday adding a load of comments. Excellent. And while you're on there, when you see people that have actually written something, right, what helps us is that if you just tap the like or tap the love button, do you know what I mean? I've started tapping every time I go on. I'll tap like, love, and all that on everybody's comments.
I've noticed a lot of thumbs up on a lot of them, like 4 and 5 thumbs up.
Yeah, that would be great.
That was awesome.
Each time you go on there, just keep leaving thumbs up on other people's comments as you're scrolling down and stuff. It all helps. Very Christmassy, says Judith.
What the dog's doing?
That's just sort of. So, and then we come around that way like that. That's it. Maybe a little bit like that. Or a bit like that. A bit like that. Well, I don't want to leave rings on the table, do I?
No.
Put it on the table, might leave rings. So we put it there. So that's the idea, make it a bit Christmassy. I ain't got a pen with me.
Here you go.
Oh, thanks a lot. Thanks. But I've got no sheet this morning either. Someone pinched them.
I think I accidentally deleted the files. Since nobody knows where they're at, it could have only been me, and I was doing some upgrades, so I think I did it. I just
okay.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping you had it, but you didn't.
Julie's done some thumbs up, especially on Belfast jokes. Yeah, I noticed Belfast was leaving jokes. Simon Rogers was leaving jokes.
There's the other one,
which is quite good. So, I mean, that's not a bad idea. If you've got a page open and then you're copy and pasting different jokes, then that works because you're not copying and pasting the same thing.
None of the jokes are getting caught in the spam filter.
That's interesting. None of the jokes. All right.
None of the jokes.
Cool. Hi, Mick. Danielle. Hello, Danielle. Everybody popping in.
And it was almost...
Go on.
Oh, I was going to say it's almost 1 for 1 on the spam filter right now. There's about 4,000 in the spam filter too.
Oh, okay. And if you've copy and pasted and your things end up in a spam filter, one way to release the lot is to become a Patreon member. And then Butch, he knows. He'll release them. Otherwise, you can't copy and paste. Another little bonus for the Patreon members, see? Talking of which, hello, Marco.
Marco.
So, all the giveaways that we do now.
Hey, Mick.
These giveaways for the moment will all be off of that same video comments, the 10,000 subs, like we did over the weekend. So every time we do a giveaway, which will pick a winner off there. Got 60 seconds. Don't come on. Then we roll it over, have an accumulator, and add 100 points.
Not called rollover.
Not called a rollover. It's called accumulator, and we add 100 points. Not a rollover.
We'll add $100 to the pot until somebody wins the pot.
Thank you, Marco. It's my Christmas shirt, and I'll put it on because it's Christmas for some of you guys. So now we have some extra bonuses, because if you're a Patreon member, well, if you've seen a video, probably everybody on here, I don't need to explain it because everybody on here has probably seen a video. Hope everyone stayed safe in a storm. How are you doing with a storm, Butch?
I weathered it, and I almost broke down and put on sunscreen, but I was like, you know what, 75 isn't that hot. It was it was in the 20s here yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Celsius.
Wow. So you could still sunbathe where you are.
Yeah.
Over here, it's ripping trees out of the ground. You know, Australia, it's ripping trees up and throwing them around.
Yeah. Nothing like that here.
Wow. Okay, cool. Hello, Disney. Hello, Gary.
Hey, Disney.
Hi, Disney. You never know, Disney. You will be winning. Don't worry about it. Another thing I was going to say, Butch. This is just an idea that came to me, but you're in charge of this because you know how it all works. So how the comments and all of that. Yeah, I saw that. The comments and all of that is you're controlling all of that. So who gets through, you know, the Patreon and another, right? So I had a thought. I thought, well, see, I did wonder whether or not would it be an idea to just use all the comments all the time, or would that get messy?
To do what?
You know, when we do the giveaways.
Yeah.
And you use all of the comments all of the time.
I heard that part. Yeah.
So like if we did that, then you're even more encouraging people to leave loads and loads of comments, because the more comments they leave, the more chances they've got in the draw.
Oh, definitely. When we do the 10,000 subscriber giveaway, if we hit 10,000 comments on the comment video, then we will unlock all of those duplicates for Patreon users.
Okay, cool. Which is another bonus for the Patreon. And then I was thinking, you know, the next one that we do, perhaps the next one that we do could be the 20,000 subscriber giveaway video. And then you've got another video after this one hits 10,000. Once this one hits 10,000, there's no point using this one. Once we hit 10,000 subscribers, I mean, there's no point using this 10,000 sub video to pull winners from. So we could have a 20,000 sub video.
We'd have to make a new one.
Pick a new one and then get everybody commenting on that one until we hit 20,000.
I'm sure everybody's getting tired of the video by now, because every time you do the comment thing, it sits there and plays over again.
And I love it.
I didn't put our theme on it. I think it's got a techno beat type thing.
Right. I can't play it enough. I drive Fran now when she's here. I'm playing it on the telly. I actually spent last night, yesterday evening, completely chilled out and relaxed. And what I did was I went onto YouTube and I only watched old music videos. So like the Animals back in the 60s, things like that. But where you're seeing them on the stage, not. I get fed up like putting a music video on and then it's just essentially a frozen screen, you know, because there's no video there. But I like to see the original, see what they look like and everything else.
Back in the 50s and 60s, yeah.
Yeah, and I saw a couple of the Animals tracks. Now that I grew up in that because I was born in '63, so all that music was going on, all the way through. And but I never really knew what the Animals look like.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, because I'm logged into your YouTube sometimes and sometimes mine, and I'm on this Animals kick this last couple of months anyway. That's why they've been popping up in your feed.
I see.
It's because I've been looking them up.
Because you've been looking them up.
Yeah.
You know, and what struck me was the lead singer of the Animals, how effortless he was, and yet such a voice.
Just laid back.
An incredible voice, and yet he's not hardly moving. It was just so easy and effortless for him, and yet it's like coming out so strong.
There's an interview somewhere with the lead singer on BBC. I think it's BBC, one of those that's only like a year or two old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He aged pretty well.
Well, I'd like to see that. I wonder why they stopped and all that. Wouldn't mind reading about that.
The Beatles.
It was what?
The Beatles. That's why they stopped.
Why?
They were at the same time as Beatles. The Beatles went, and it was all about the Beatles. Yeah.
But they were still earning good money, surely.
Probably.
Marco says, let's have a look at Marco's comment. Thanks, Marco. Yeah, that's a nice comment. Hello, Sue. Nice to see you, Sue.
So, you want to go over the rules, and then we'll...
Does everybody know the rules? That's a quicker way of doing it, right? Does anybody not know the rules for the giveaways now? If you don't know the rules, please just say now, I don't know the rules. If you do know the rules, then it doesn't matter. You know, because there's no point me going over it and over it and over it and over it again if, well, I suppose I could keep going over it. But, so, here's the rules, right? The giveaway. So, we're going to start off in a minute with 1,000 points giveaway. Now, supposing someone wins that giveaway and they are not a Patreon member, they will get 1,000 points. No problem. That's it. If they're a Patreon member at $3 a month, they're going to get double. So they'll get 2,000 points. If they're a Patreon member at $9 a month, they're going to get treble, 3 times the points. If they're a Patreon member at $33 a month, they're going to get 4 times. And if they're a Patreon member at $50 a month, they're going to get 5 times. If they're a Patreon member at $100 a month, they're going to get 6 times. And $5 a month, 7, and $1,000 a month, 8. And as we go, we are going to make it, we are going to make the deals and the offers, etc., more and more tailored around Patreon as well. Because what we want to do is build up a support base on Patreon that covers all the X's. So if we can get to a point where all the X's are covered, you know, wouldn't it be great to actually get Butch on proper wages, because he doesn't earn any money for what he does for us, and he spends an inordinate amount of hours.
Oh, I earn it. I just don't get paid.
Oh, absolutely. He earns it. He just doesn't get paid.
Giving you a bad time.
So, you know, we've had all sorts of financial issues over the time, and if we've got X amount of guaranteed money coming in every single month, we can plan on that outside of all the issues that we've got. So if you haven't seen the new rules video, please watch the new rules video. It is important. It does affect everybody. It does affect all of you. It's not me having a dig at the likes of you. For example, every single person's name that I'm looking at now is not a person that I'm having a dig at in the video. So I tend to have a dig at people, as you've noticed over time. But rather than single somebody out, I'll have a dig over a particular point, and I'll leave it up to other people to just try the cap on and see if it fits. And what happens is, now and again, someone will try that cap on and they'll think, oh, that fits me, that's me he's talking about, and then they'll go off and get the ump. The fact that they've tried the cap on and decided it's them I'm talking about has nothing to do with me. I'll talk about an issue, leave it up to people to put that cap on and decide whether or not they've got a reason to feel guilty or not. But I can honestly tell you that all of the names that I've just looked at on here right now are none of the people that I've been having a dig at in that video. Okay? But we are going to put a stop to people coming along, pretending to be all nicey-nicey, taking something tasty and then going off and being very unpleasant. And for some reason thinking that their comments on other streams are never, ever, ever going to be read. You know, that's sort of doing my head in a bit. Anyway, so you're up to date on the rules. And we're not going to do this number thing that we were doing. We're just going to stick to accumulation giveaways with a multiplier. So if you're a Patreon member, you've got a multiplier. So let's try the first one, shall we? Shall we bring one up and do one? Butch? Pardon me. Hello, Jack. Nice to see you, mate.
I forgot I was off the stream.
Right.
Why won't he answer me?
So what we'll do is we've got a total of 80 individual comments. And it's going to get harder and harder and harder to win these. And there are 4,000.
It's still loading them.
5,000.
Yeah,
80.
unique.
So we're still on 80 now, individual, unique people that have made over 5,000 comments.
What is this for? 1,000?
This is for 1,000 points. I've got to rely on you, Bush. I haven't got a pen.
I got it. You got to watch?
I have.
Give me 60 seconds.
Thanks for reminding me. And the winner is
Disney. See?
Disney.
She best say something real quick. I can't make it look any more real than that.
60 seconds to say I'm here, just in case you've gone to put the kettle on. Come on, Disney. You know the rules. You've got to say I'm here. You've got to say I'm here.
Okay.
Okay. She's on. Bless her. All right. Can you? Oh, you need to know who that is.
I do.
I'll tell you.
I got it. I know her.
Oh, you know?
Yep.
Okay. Finally, Disney wins one.
Yay. I will go put those on right now.
When you consider this, Disney, right? In a way, you were more lucky on this one than you was on the previous draws, because when you started off, you were in right at the beginning. So there was I think the first time there was 7 comments. Then the second time, another time there's about 20 odd comments, and you were in there. You haven't won one since, all the way up. Now, massive 80-1 shot, 80-1, and you got it. Just goes to show.
I think he fell off. Can't hear ya. Just reload it. And I thought if I put on the headphones, I could hear myself, but nope. Nothing. What'd you do? Ian broke the internet. Oh. I forgot we're broadcasting on Twitch. I think I leave that.
How's that?
Brilliant.
Is that brilliant?
Brilliant. Somewhere.
Okay, so that keeps happening to me. That keeps happening to me. So now, just to tell you what's causing that, for when it happens again, I'm on the screening twice.
Not anymore.
Oh.
We kicked him out.
Kick him out. What happens is, if my phone rings, even if I ignore the call, the phone ringing interferes with the thingy, and then I cut the phone off, and then suddenly you can't hear me.
So now we know how to cut Ian's audio.
Yeah, cut my audio by phone.
Turn your phone off.
But I need the phone to see the comments, you see. So there we go. But that's what happens. So when that happens, you have to come out and go back in again. I tried to refresh, but that didn't work.
Okay.
Okay.
That's weird.
So if, for example, Disney Princess now was a $9 a month subscriber, for example, then she would have won 3,000 points. So now you can see how it can be worthwhile being a Patreon member. put Ian's number in chat. Chris, everybody's got my number. I think everybody, you know, I think you'd go some to find someone that hasn't got my number nowadays.
Yeah, I think I actually have it on my phone. I was going to say.
Marco says he doesn't have my number. You do have my number, Marco.
I wanted to double check and make sure I did have it.
You do have my number, Marco. You just don't look at what's in front of you when you get our little slips. But it's there.
Oh, Sue's got 5 cats.
5 cats.
Lauren and Chloe. Sorry, I'm really bad.
Now, I know a very good, I know a couple of really, mind you might know your own.
Hey, Will.
I know a couple of really good rescue places. I will. Hi, Paul.
Okay, I got to focus.
If you're struggling for a decent rescue place, give me a shout. Or get Scott to give me a shout. And I'll give you I've got Casper from Spain. I might even, I might share on my Facebook later a couple of rescue dogs that need homing. Hi, Paul. The video that you've got a comment for today's draw and every single draw until we hit 10,000 subscribers is that 10,000 subscriber video.
Hey, Popcorn.
That's one you've got a comment. Sorry, Butch?
I was just saying hi to Popcorn.
Hello, Popcorn. So that's the video to do. All of our giveaways are going to be on that subscriber video. And if you are a member of Patreon, then your win will be multiplied. So please come over and join now. If you go over and join, Butch will know immediately. So Ian's number is 288. Did that the other day. We did that giveaway the other day. That was classic, that was. I wrote 288 down. So we're going to do a number between 200 and 300. Right, and I left the cup there.
Took
and
forever.
I wrote down a bit of paper, 288. And I kept doing that all the way through. And people still weren't getting it and putting 288. That was classic. That was funny.
All right, Disney, it has been added.
Disney, you can go and spend it. Take my advice, get some COAs. That's what you should be buying, the COAs. And the one I would like to sell out of faster is the Falklands Goose, because that one's got the most sold on it. So, take the one that's got the most sold and let's push that one and say to everybody, this is the one that's nearly sold out. Let's get it sold out. Well, it's not nearly sold out. It's got the most sold. Sorry, I said it the wrong way around.
No.
It's got the most sold. Not
the goose?
It's nearly sold out. If it was nearly sold out, I'd be telling you exactly, and we'll be counting down to get it sold out. But we're down to about, or we was down to about the weekend, 700 quid, 700 of these left out of 1,000. This is the one I'd like to sell out first. So if you haven't got one already, come and get one. $2.95 with the COA. And if I'm wrong, you've wasted $2.95, or you've wasted 15 quid if you bought a set. If I'm completely wrong, if I'm off my cake, if I am a sandwich short of a picnic and all that, when it comes to all these things, then the worst in the world is you've wasted 3 quid or 15 quid. If I'm right, then you're going to multiply your investment by 10 within about 2 years, 18 months. So I think it's worth gambling myself. And out of all the people that buy these, not all of you are going to want to sell them. So that's the other thing you've got to think about. It's not one coin out of 1,000, because if half of you decide that you're not going to sell them, that you're going to keep them, just half of you, right? Then that's only 500 coins. That's 100 of each letter. That's only ever going to go up for sale. If on the other hand, 3/4 of you decide you're never going to sell them, then that's only 25%. That's only 250 coins, a maximum of one of each letter that can possibly go up for sale. Do you see? When you ain't got none available, you ain't got none available. And if people ain't selling them, people ain't selling them. The value goes up for the ones that do buy and sell. Supply and demand. Something else, Chris says, I'm sure you're right, that's why I bought a few sets. And this is the page you want, the COA page on our website. I don't, you know, for an investment in a coin, to do it as an investment, or even just for the kick and get it just for the crack, but as an investment in a coin, you can't do better than buy one for 99p with a COA. You know, that's got to be the cheapest COA ever produced, I imagine. I shouldn't think anybody's ever produced anything with a COA for 99p before. So, you know, this is an interesting concept that we've gone down the road of. What's the time? 20 to 12. What else was we going to talk about? While we're just showing you these, which is great. I love this way of being able to do it. So these are all the stamped COAs, and then just down the page a bit, which is what he showed you, you've also got the penny and the 5p and the 50p to match the Falklands. And a lot of people have gone for the sets. Here you've got, you see on our website how easy it is to use now. And you can go to our merchandising store. And every now and again, we might pick a merchandising item and go, do you know what, we'll feature that. And you'll get a COA with it. There's the 288 mugs. No to 288. You can get yourself one of those. And in fact, we'll feature that one today. If anybody buys a no to 288 mug today or a no to 288 item of merchandise of any description, we'll give you 500 points. That's what we'll feature today, the 288. If you buy a no to 288 mug or t-shirt or anything else, you know, anything with a no to 288, there it is, look, there's another one, no to 288 t-shirt. Any no to 288 item below 20 quid, you'll get 500 points. If it's over 20 quid, you'll get 1,000 points. That'll help you towards the postage and any import duty that they might charge you. So that'll go towards that, because we'd like to feature that a little bit. Don't like bullies, and I think 288 are a bunch of bullies along with them in, and I don't like bullies. So this is how we deal with it. And they tell me I can't do this. We've got, you know, got solicitors telling us we're not allowed to do this. And he gets the ump when I do this, don't you, Ian? You get the ump when I do this. Just like you got the ump when I... You laughed about it, though, but you got the ump over me ripping all your packages apart for the Peter Rabbit. Although you did have a little giggle, be fair, but you got the ump over it, just like you got the ump over this. But there's a part of you that's having a little giggle, you know. And there's a part of you that just has to respect the fact that I won't quit. So I will never, ever, ever give up. And that's the difference between me and a lot of the bullies that I have to deal with. The bullies and the cowards out there and the nasty people and the people with the filters that just are so off kilter, it makes them look nasty and evil when they probably ain't. They're probably nice people, but their filters are just... You know, people think it's all right to be nasty on the streams and one thing or another. I go after 288 Group and Royal Mint. I go after them in a way that is that I think is fair. You know, I gave them the courtesy, the respect and the politeness and the decency of emailing them. And over again did I email you, Ian, and Martin McDade and Chris Hinson. Over and over again did I try and sort out our differences, but no, you wouldn't have it. So then I go into a public forum. These people that we've been dealing with, I mean, they've just decided that they want to go after us and they don't like us, and they're gonna make videos and channels that are gonna almost be like we're all against Ian. Well, that's fine. I've got no problem with that. No problem at all. Funny enough, you might think I have, but I haven't. I haven't got a problem with it. If somebody doesn't like me to the extent that they want to go off and write about me and take time out of their life to write about me and talk about me online, Well, if that's how you want to spend your life, that's fine. But it ain't because you've got a genuine gripe. And don't tell lies or try and make yourself believe the lies that it's all about a genuine gripe and you've got a genuine gripe. Anybody, no matter who it is, anybody, if they write in and say, I've got a genuine gripe, I'm really not happy about this, would you mind helping me sort this out, please? We're on it. We are on it and we are sorting it out. We're not like the Rawmen, we're not like Ian Glenn, and we don't ignore people and just not sort their problems out so that they get so annoyed and so upset and so angry that they take it online. We don't do that. You've got a problem, we sort it out. But these people that go talking about us and everything, they ain't got no problems. They're just trying to build comments and whatever's, having a go. Well, you ain't going to get very far doing that, but crack on. I don't mind. Crack on, do it. I don't care. Not interested, don't want to look, don't want to watch, don't want to see. But what I am interested in is if I have a customer that comes on my streams pretending, oh, we like you and all that kind of thing, just to enter competitions, win prizes, and then go off onto other streams and start, we're going to put a stop to all that. That's all we're going to put a stop to. That bothers me. Because it bothers my genuine supporters, because they then feel like they missed out. And they have. Pardon me. Tracy, morning all. I'm really confused. I've just been watching this on YouTube and I was the only viewer talking to myself. I've just come via link in WhatsApp and you are all here. Can anyone explain? Maybe when you went onto YouTube, you didn't click on the live chat button. I don't know, Tracy. Butch would be the man to ask. He's the producer. He's the man who knows all the computer stuff.
We fixed it. It was our fault. I have no clue. No clue. Oh. I think it was just a glitch.
And the reason I bought, by the way, the reason I'm bringing Bullies and things into it is because some of these people that have been anti. Now, you take the likes of Lee Hull, you take the likes of Lisa McLaughlin, and you take the likes of Alex Blondin. These are people that go out of their way. That's it, love it. I blame Ian. Use a hashtag, I blame Ian. Blame me for
everything
you like. Do you know what I mean? Tracy, when you go down the supermarket and they ain't got what you want, stand there, go on your phone and go, I blame Ian, it ain't here. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so some of these people, right? Now, this goes back, I'm just picking on 3 people here because this goes back 2 years. 2 years, right? And people like this have been on my case for 2 years. And it started off with, why don't you refund the thousands of people that you've conned and all that kind of stuff? They're the kind of things we get on the stream a lot. Why don't you refund all the people that you've conned? Except there's no one coming in going, yeah, I'm one of those people. They come in and they talk about thousands of people that I've ripped off. Well, where are they then? I always say. And they're never there, right? So these people started off having a go at me 2 years ago for things that they misunderstood. They had a go at me for things that I hadn't really done. Because there is no ripping off thousands of customers, right? So if it doesn't exist, then they've all had a go at me over the wrong thing, haven't they? Because either it existed, the complaint, or it didn't exist. Maybe there was a few complaints, maybe there was half a dozen, maybe there was a dozen, but there wasn't hundreds, there wasn't thousands. And I'm sure that over the 7 years, I've had hundreds of complaints, but I've dealt with each and every single one. There is not a single complaint on our desk in John's email that has never been dealt with. That just doesn't happen. Unless it got caught by the spam, we've not noticed it and therefore never seen the email. So, these people These people, they gang up and they go after you and they call you all sorts of names and they call you a crook and they call you a liar and they call you this and they call you that and they call it all these names. And then the name calling, it sort of starts going towards the line. Now, I often talk about a line. There is always a line between what is respectful and not respectful. There is a line between what is legal and not legal. There is a line between what is good and naughty. Right, most of us. Our lines, Butch's line, might be a bit further back or forward to mine, but we will both have a line. And if I cross that line, whatever that line is with someone, they might never talk to me again because I've crossed a certain line for them. Right? So all this chirpy, having a go at. And I hasten to add, and I will bring it in, whilst I was ill and whilst everybody thought I was dying, including the surgeons and my wife and me, right? These people wouldn't stop. And I wrote that and I dealt with it, I thought, professionally. I got angry from time to time and I dealt with it, I thought, professionally. And one by one, these people, because they've not stopped, and even now, these people are still refusing to let people join the groups that they've got anything to do with or admin on, simply because you're associated with me. You're associated with me, and for the last 2 years, you cannot join these groups because they know that you're associated with me. Now, that's bad enough. That is bad enough. But then you get someone like, let's just go for, right? Now, we've got, I see 2 comments there, right? We was talking about this a little while ago, me and Butch. So I see a comment from Chris Dyer, I see a comment above him from Lorna Jones, and I see a comment below him from Disney Princess. Now, why do you think Disney Princess uses Disney Princess? And why do you think Chris Dyer uses Chris Dyer? Chris Dyer uses Chris Dyer because he doesn't care who knows his name. I don't care who knows my name. But someone like Disney or someone else, there's no one else I can pick on in here that's used a different name. Popcoin, right? They may not want to use their real name as their thingy. So when someone uses the name Popcoin and the name Disney Princess, it's respectful, it's polite, it's being good, not naughty. When you respect their privacy and you go, well, and that filter inside your head goes, well, they obviously don't want their name shown, so I'm not going to make it my business to find out what their name is and where they live. If they wanted people to know what their name was and where they live, they would advertise it. They would put it out there. But when people don't and want a bit of privacy, that should be respected. At all costs, that should be respected, because to not respect it is breaking all sorts of data protection and harassment and stalking and whatever laws. You're breaking laws. You're physically going across the line into the world of criminality is what you're doing. The likes of Alex Blondon, Lee Holt, Lisa McLaughlin. You go into the realms of illegality, criminal behaviour. My behaviour, you might not like, but my behaviour is not criminal. I'm a businessman that does a few things and pulls a few strokes and comes up with a few ideas that you don't like, which you're entitled not to like. But my behaviour is not criminal. Your behaviours goes into the bounds of criminal behaviour. Harassment, stalking, finding out people's details, to the stalking and to the point of finding out people's personal details, and then when captured, when caught red-handed doing it, all you can say is, I don't know where I don't know where I found it from. Sorry.
I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot. I can't remember. Did someone tell me? Did I read it? Oh, did you tell me? Oh, I can't remember. Sorry. Nah. Those kind of excuses, nah. Not for these kind of people. Criminal behaviour. Now you've crossed the line. Criminal behaviour. And you're running groups on behalf of or to do with the Royal Mint. Absolutely scandalous behaviour. Now your criminal behaviour goes into more than that. It is scandalous. It is disgusting. It is beyond anything that the Royal Mint or 288 group should condone. They should have absolutely nothing to do with you. They should cut you right off. But they don't, because they put up their little hand, like Ian Glenn, and they go, oh, we can't control our social media. We're not responsible for what they say. Yeah, you are. You are totally responsible. You are totally responsible when these people cross the line and go into criminality. You are responsible if you sit back and do nothing and don't even bother trying to keep your house in order and clean house. The behaviour of these people is absolutely disgusting, to the point of it is so bad that I am actively now looking at these people's friends list. And if you are in my list and you're in their list, you're out of mine. I don't want anything to do with you. Don't want anything to do with you. So if you don't care about that, that's cool. But if you care about that, just one little tiny little iota, I ask you, please go and have a look and see if you're in their friends list. Because if you're in theirs, I'm taking you out of mine. So you stay in theirs, that's cool. I don't mind. But I don't want anything to do with people that think 10 wrongs make a right. 2 wrongs don't make a right, let alone dozens. You people are going into criminal worlds of behaviour, and I don't want anything to do with it. All I'm trying to do is build a decent business. That's all I've been trying to do for 7 years. Started with a penny, I built it up, I run into trouble, and I'm trying to get through, and I'm trying to just run a decent, honest business, and I can do without that kind of stuff. I don't want to get into the realms of illegality. I really, really don't. You know, and dare I say it, you know, some of these people do come into those realms of people that if they were standing in front of me, I won't lie, going through my head would be thoughts of, I want to punch you in the face. That's what would be going through my head. It's wrong. So, you know, that's how I feel about that. And that's why I wanted to talk about it a bit this morning, because it affects other people's lives. What these people have done, you might think, oh, Ian, shut up. You're just moaning and groaning. No, what these people have done is made decent, ordinary family people scared. And these people are just bloody coin collectors. They just want to collect coins. They just want to come on. I remember Butch saying to me when we had a load of old crap before, and Butch would just message me and he said, look, mate, what is going on? I just want to do coins. I just want to sell coins. I don't want all this crap. Don't want to be involved in all this crap. I just want to sell coins. That's what I'm here for. And from that moment, me and Butch have tried really hard to just get it back to that and get it doing coins, haven't we, mate?
Exactly.
You know, and that's all it's supposed to be about, right? Ordinary, decent people, the likes of me, I can take it on the chin all day long, but then my life is a bit different to most. That's got to be said. But ordinary, decent, hard-working family people, you've got a couple of kids at home, you're out in a job, your wife's out working, you know, chances are nowadays the kids are going to come home from school, they're going to be at home on their own for a couple of hours before mum and dad get home from work. And you now want that family atmosphere. You're now going to be frightened in that family atmosphere, going off, don't know what's going to happen from one day to the next because of these nasty, vicious people. It's all wrong. And I am so against it. Time for another giveaway. Time for an advert first. That time we hit them with an advert, I reckon, Butch.
With the what?
The advert.
I know. I was going to say we didn't play the open.
No. So,
all right.
You're going to get a prize. You're going to get an advert.
You guys ready? I have headphones on so I can hear how loud it is.
Okay.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay.
Not too bad.
I love it, I do.
All right. Before we go any further, we got one thing that. Oh, yep. What are we doing? You're doing the giveaway now?
Yeah, well, Sue's got to watch for 15 minutes more. Well, Jane, that was probably 10 minutes ago. She said that anyway.
All right.
But she's got to go and do the hoovering before Scott tells her off.
No.
You know, I mean, most everybody else just says, go egg him.
We don't have carpet. No Hoover.
Oh, you don't have carpets?
No, too many animals. That'd be gross.
Oh, Dave's literally having lunch with us. He's chewing on ham and cheese sandwich.
Oh, nice. Welcome.
Ham
Enjoy.
sandwich. And you can... Oh, could I have a cup of tea if you go downstairs? Oh, help, please. So what we're going to do is... Oh, my fingers are disgusting. I've got a really bad finger. I wouldn't be surprised if I had to have it chopped off. Anyway. Let's have a look. Oh, thank you. Right, we're going to have a winner. If you haven't left a comment yet, can you make sure you and Kelly have left comments on that?
Of course, from yesterday's one.
That 10,000 subs video.
Morning, Logan.
Thank you. Right, so we still got 80. 80 we got. So we had that 1,000 points. It got won by Disney. So we're going to do another 1,000 points. So we're going to give you a tenner.
And if you're Patreon, the multiplier kicks in.
Yes. The multiplier will kick in if you're a Patreon member.
Charlotte Green, you have.
Charlotte Green, you have
60 seconds.
60 seconds. Charlotte, are you there for 1,000 points? $45 seconds to go. We get us to our first rollover, man. $30 seconds to go. Not yet, Marco. 15 seconds. Come on, Charlotte. Where are you?
Accumulate.
Charlotte, come and get a kiss.
Accumulate.
Accumulate. 3, 2, 1. And it's a accumulator, not a rollover. Accumulator.
All right. So next giveaway will be for 1,100 points.
1,100 points.
Do I have that on? No,
See, I was thinking, if we used every single comment, right, every time we did a draw, then the likes of just to sort of mix it up a bit, the likes of me and you and John and Logan and Kelly, we could do hundreds of comments. To keep being the black balls in the game.
We could, but I put in I probably put in like 20 comments yesterday. That was it, and they all just say rollover.
Okay,
that was it. I think I was joking around about 300.
Jeff Coins has got a little bit of an issue.
Hey, there's a contact form on the website. If you fill that out, they will look into it. Or if you want to post your email.
So the only way me or Butch will be able to do it, Jeff, is if we know you are, right? I've got a feeling you're American, which means you won't be able to send me a text. You could send me a WhatsApp though. But if I know who you are, then we can look it up now. Otherwise, use the contact us button. The email will go through to Logan or John, and they'll look at it for you.
And then they'll forward the information to me while we're live.
Yeah. I mean, they can forward the information here, or they'll look at it themselves. But let them know, right?
Just scroll down to the bottom of the page, hit that green button. Oops.
Oh, well, in that case, then you'll have my number, so you can always text me your name. If you want save messing about with it, contact us form, just text me your name, and I'll then send that to Butch, and he'll look it up.
He's British.
Yeah. Should be. And I can easily have a look at that for you.
All the right pages are already open. It's just a matter of typing in the right stuff and seeing what's going on.
So the other thing that we're going to be doing is there's a couple of people that I've said finally caved in, I have, and said, okay. And these people, they go looking around streams. So I actually don't know when somebody comes on here and says all nice things, and then that person goes off and says horrible things on someone else's stream. I don't know, simply because I don't go looking. I don't bother. If I don't see it and I don't hear it, it don't wind me up, so I don't go looking for it. And I don't give it my protest. My own protest is to not go, because if I go, I give it a view. And if I give it a this or a this, I'm giving it an interaction, and I don't want to give it anything. If I leave a comment, it means that they're going to get a view and a comment. I don't want to do that. So I stay away. If there are 20 people that don't like someone, don't go on there. Don't give them the views. Don't give them the interactions. Don't give them the comments. Because all you're doing is helping them. Thank you. And if they're on paid subscription in some kind of way, right? Just bear with me 1 second. Logan? Sorry, mate. Could you come here a sec? Sorry, Logan. For reasons I can't go into right now, I can't text John back. He's just texted me to say, can he have the login details for Swell? Right? There are no login details for Swell. What he has to do is go onto Shopify. He's just forgotten, that's all. Go onto Shopify, click on the apps, then click on Swell. Thanks. Sorry about that. So, I've caved into these people, and we've come to a bit of middle ground, because I still refuse to go looking at these videos that everybody thinks I'm watching. And I still refuse to go reading all these hundreds of comments that everybody thinks I'm reading. I don't. Refuse, point blank. I am not going over on any of these places. Got it? But I have come to a bit of middle ground. What I've said is, okay, I'm not going. And I know I can't stop you, even if I would if I could, but I can't stop you. So by all means, you carry on going and looking and whatever. But if you see anybody that's coming on our stream pretending to be nice, and actually they're just here trying to get a few bobs, and they're going back over there and they're being all nasty, block them. And I won't even know who's getting blocked. Unless we look, Butch won't know who's getting blocked, because we ain't doing the blocking. So we won't know. Unless we actually physically go in there and look, which neither of us can be asked to do. I can't be bothered. That's down to someone else from now on. That's them. And if you've been blocked and you don't like it, then you've got to email into John. There's no point asking me, because I won't look at it. You have to go and email John and Logan. They will look at it, and it's not their decision. They will look at it, and then they will take it to the people that we have all agreed have the overall decision over whether that person gets unblocked or not. That's going to be the process. It's not going to be a quick 5-minute one either. And those people will decide whether those people stay blocked or not.
So neither one of us have control of that now.
No. Well, we do, to the point of if someone comes in and you're not happy or I'm not happy, we're on. You can block.
Oh,
them.
no. Yeah. No, I mean, as far as the block list, that's in somebody else's hands.
But that's in somebody else's hands now. I've taken it out of my hands and your hands, so it's not our responsibility. So if somebody's texting me and going, "Oh, please, Ian, can you unblock me?" I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to go to the people that are in control of that and say, I keep getting texted by this person to unblock them. And if they say to me, absolutely under no circumstances are they to be unblocked, then I'm going to go, okay. And I'll probably just block that person off of my texts and phone because I don't want to be bombarded. You know what I mean? So that's how it's going to be done. And I just want people, I want the people that are not very pleasant to understand that, but also want our supporters to understand that. Now, it's quite possible one or two of you might get caught up in the huddle. If that happens, but you're straight with us, that's easy. It's easy to be seen. Just send the email in and it will get straightened out. You know, because those people will be looking at it in depth, properly looking at it in depth, to decide whether or not someone remains blocked or whether or not it was by accident or a mistake, or they can have another chance because they're sorry, and so on. You know, if people are sorry, you always give them another chance because you try and give people a chance to redeem themselves. No, I didn't. Jack, I did see your message. Let's have a look.
Butch, what do you think of, or are you collecting the Innovation Dollar series? I think they're cool.
What's the Innovation Dollar series, Butch?
I have no idea.
It's not the presidential series he's talking about, is it?
No, I think it's no. They're really cool. If I think it's right, I think he's talking about the American dollars, but they just came out.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking. Yeah, 2018 to date. So each reverse design that symbolizes quintessentially American traits, the willingness to explore, to discover, and to create one's own destiny. 4 new designs in uncirculated and proof finishes are issued each year from 2019 through 2032.
Okay, 4 a year.
Yep. So yeah, they just started coming out, so I haven't even seen one. So that, yeah, brand new to us.
We could do with getting a load of those over here.
We'll have to check them out. I probably get 5 to 10 of the dollar coins a week.
Oh, they're probably going to do. Okay,
it'll get mixed in with these.
Yeah.
So these are the presidentials and the Sacagaweas.
Yeah, see, I haven't even got.
But it says proof. It says uncirculated and proof finishes. So they'll probably come in sets, which means I can buy them from the mint.
Okay.
Directly.
Yeah, I haven't even got any presidential dollars.
Yeah.
Over here. Okay, so that's probably, and he says it's each state, so they're probably going to do all the states over the next 12 years.
Yep. Well, 32 would be 14 years, 24, something like that. No, 4, 10, 12, okay. Something like that. 15-year series.
Should we have another giveaway?
Yes. Innovators, Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Georgia are the ones that are out now.
Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and
Delaware.
And
then the Innovators one is the opening one. So there's an Innovators one, and then the states start. Very cool.
What does Delaware, boy? What does Delaware? I love that record. And he uses just about every state, doesn't he?
I think so. So. Random comment picker. Like, what am I getting?
What's that? I was reading.
Oh, I'm pulling up the random comment picker.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
you're all right, by the way, Soundwave man. Everything's gone all right since your operation. Yeah, well, how far away are you then?
I'm not sure if I'm closer to you if I go west or east.
No, it would be 6,000 miles. Yeah. Depends how far Hawaii is from here.
It's all the way down south, though. It's way down over there.
Because it's 3,000 miles just over from me to you, from me to New York.
Okay. And then I'm probably 2,000 miles from New York.
From New York to California is like 3,000 miles, isn't it? From one side to the other.
Pretty close.
And then from California further on to Hawaii is about another 3,000 miles. So then it becomes, if you're going the other way round, how far from Hawaii going that way to England?
Yeah.
See what I mean? Because from this way,
from me to,
from me to Hawaii is 9,000 miles roughly.
Oh, okay. Maybe not then. Maybe it is closer the other way.
If I go from here to New York, to Los Angeles, to Hawaii, that's 9,000 miles. You know. Remember, I'm a bit of an expert on the distances over America. 36,000 miles I did on a Greyhound bus. Or just over.
36,000 or 36,000? Yeah. Jeez.
Something like 37,000 miles on a Greyhound bus I did.
No. I've probably done a couple thousand on a Greyhound bus.
Yeah. 37,000. I mean, that was up, down, all over. Back, up, down. That was
yeah.
Mental trip.
Technically, I'm not in a basement, but yeah. I'm not buried. This wall is, the bottom is on the ground, and that's on the ground. So it's a hillside, and I'm just dug in.
Yeah, so you would be level one side and dug in a bit at the back.
On the back side of my room is under the house, but it slopes up from where I'm at.
Okay.
So there's no dirt against any of the walls in my room. The house is on a hill, and I'm on the deep part of the hill.
With you.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Mind you, it'd be a lot easier one day if you just went out and took a bloody photo.
I'm in the basement, okay?
Yeah. You might as well just say you're in the basement.
There's no windows, so it looks like it. But yeah, it's all good.
2020 theme, I don't know about that one either. What with all the hassles that I've had in one thing, I haven't been able to keep up with everything. So,
I believe, isn't the Great British? Are you talking about the Olympic one?
Yeah, there'll be one this year.
I thought that already came out in the proof packs. Didn't the 50p, the 1 pound, the 5 pound, and all that come out in a pack?
Probably.
So they're already out. I believe Matt and Scott have both showed them already.
Yeah, but what he's probably wondering is whether or not they're coming in circulation.
Oh, I don't know.
Are they going to release it or not? You know, because if they don't release it, then it will be the first non-released Olympic coin. If you see what I mean.
Yep. Exactly, Butch. So just shut up. I'm not sure if he's telling me to shut up or.
Yeah.
The lag sometimes throws off the witty humor.
Right, so here's the thing. We're going to do a draw now for, what is it, 1,100 points?
Yes.
Right, now, if you write a comment and say in your comment, no to 288, and you happen to be the winner, then you'll get an extra 100 points if you write the comment. So if the winner's pulled out and we look at the comments and the winner is one of you people that's put the comment no to 288, you only have to do it once. No to 288, then we'll give you an extra 100 points. You don't have to put no to 288, but if you put no to 288, exactly, just like Popcorn's done and Will Snell's done, no to 288. And then write that, and if your name is pulled out, you'll get 1,200, not 1,100. You've only got a few seconds to write it because we're doing the draw.
I'm pulling all the filtered comments.
So you get yourself an extra 100 points if you win.
They're typing it into the comments in here.
Yeah, that's what I want them to do.
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay, I get it now. Oh, I caught up. I thought they had to go make a comment.
So they have to make a comment. So we wake them all up, get them doing something, right? And if they win, they get an extra 100 points.
Very nice. You ready?
No, 288. Hey, I don't mind how you. What is the shipping method? Gift. Give as gift to Ian. Just bear with me a second. Oh, Gary won it. And did Gary write no to 288?
I don't see Gary in here.
Yes, he did.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He was one of the first people to write no to 288. So Gary wins 1,100 plus 100 points bonus, 1,200 points for you, Gary. Well done. And then we start again at 1,000. Funny, isn't it? All of a sudden we got winner after winner after winner, and then the other day it was rollover after.
Rollover after rollover.
Yeah.
All right, Gary. If you want to, do you know Gary's info?
Is that Gary W?
It just says Gary.
No, I'm asking Gary. Gary, is that Gary? That's all you have to say. Is that Gary W? If it is, I know exactly who it is. Yeah, Gary Waring. There you go. Logan's just asked me a question about the shipping method. Give a gift to Ian. So it seems someone might have chosen that shipping method. So I've just got to go down and explain to him. If you've chosen that, you'll give me a gift. Go on, boy.
Remember that there's that one that I did. It's somebody else's name.
I'll just go and deal with that. Have a chat to Butch for a minute.
Hello. All right. So let's go see if we can put that stuff on for you. I put headphones on so I could check out the audio, and I'm getting some fuzz from him. There we go. W-A-R-E. Cool. I got that written down. Let's go add that real quick. Boom. Hi, Disney. I need to pay attention. I'm getting Gary his points. Oops, I don't need to do that. So what are you guys up to today? Monday morning, Monday afternoon? All right, Gary, it has been added to your account. All right. All right, Soundwave. There you go. If you don't have Disney, go subscribe to her. It is funny because when I did my 1,600 comments on that other video, when I got 288, I put all right. Go show Disney some love. Sue's still in here hanging out. Hello, Sue. Hey, Paul. How you doing, bud? Bring him down. Yeah, it's static. All right. What are we up to? Gary's back.
Hello, back again.
Yay.
Yay.
Hey, Ron. How you doing, bud? Welcome, welcome, welcome to hour 2.
Hello, Ron. So we're in on the second hour now.
Yep.
I need to blow my nose. I think we should play the advert. We just gave a prize away. We should play the advert.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Here's the comment. Oh, this one didn't cut out our audio. I don't like that one so much. All right.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay.
Hit the wrong button. I was like, why is my nickel picture up there?
He's good, isn't he, our Butch? Does all that stuff. We will be back after these messages.
Good.
Thank you, Ron. I got my Christmas shirt on because for some of you, it's Christmas. What were the new giveaways, and how they're going to work? So like Gary just picked up, for example, he just picked up 1,200 points. And if he was a $3 Patreon member, he'd have got 2,400. If he's a $9 member, he'd have got 3,600. So a good reason to be joining us on Patreon. Going to make it more lucrative and exclusive in the areas that we can get people helping us, and to come on board is really cheap. $3 a month is like £2.50 a month, and it's not for me to say. On the one hand, it's like if you can't afford £2.50 a month to support us, it's got to be something wrong. On the other hand, someone might go, well, I can't afford that. Well, yeah, okay, but then again, if you're buying coins every month, then you can afford £2.50. Do you see what I mean? If you're buying, that's just less than one coin a month, and there it goes. That might multiply your bonus. So it'd certainly be worth a lot more than £2.50. At the moment, the people that get in there in the beginning, they will get the most out of it. If you see what I mean. So it's a good reason to go over and join us on the Patreon. The different levels will have different bonus structures and one thing and another to make it really worthwhile belonging to those levels. Oh, Caspers. Casper. It's just falling off you. I've got to do a big thumbs up and a big up to Mr. Philip Schofield. I haven't read any of it. I haven't seen a single bit of news coverage or anything. But whenever I go to the garage just up the road here, if I ever go to a garage, because I don't read newspapers and that anymore, and I don't get time to much watch the news. Whenever I go to the garage, I always walk up and down the newspaper bit and look at all the front pages. And I've noticed over the last couple of days, front pages about Philip Schofield, he's come out, he's gay. And nobody knew he was gay. You know, bit of a Rock Hudson syndrome. Do you know what I mean? Rock Hudson was like, you know, the American icon. And then all of a sudden one day, shock to the world, that he was gay. And a bit similar with Philip Schofield, you know. But
there's what I was trying to do.
Ah, there you go. Wow, you found it. Have you seen it then?
No. I just typed in his name and hit enter.
But he's apparently gone on TV and told everybody, look, you know, it's about time I told you the truth, I'm gay. And the only disappointing thing, I think, is the fact that he feels he has to go through all of that. That, to me, is the shame of it. It's like,
tell me somebody who's actually surprised by it, though. I mean, nowadays, it doesn't bother anybody.
No, it's not a big thing. It would have been maybe a bigger thing 10 years ago, but to come out now
20.
and say I'm gay publicly is not as big a shock as it used to be. So hopefully his life is better for it.
Very well.
You know, his life is better for the fact that it's not as much of a blow. It's not going to impact on his job or anything like that anymore.
You can't comment on his video.
Can't comment.
No, comments are turned off.
Ah.
Aw.
Why would you do that?
Many reasons.
Why would you do that? But anyway, if you ever do watch any of my videos or watch this one, Philip, well done, son. Good for you, mate. Tracy said she always thought he was. I know a lot of people, they worry too much about their image and all the rest of it. It's like, you know, have the courage of your convictions to just be you. The amount of stress that has caused him over the years is unfathomable. There's a good argument to be had for saying, well, you might just as well have done it years ago. But then again, if you're frightened you're going to lose your job, you know, and your money and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
Am I coming out? Well, you ain't got to worry about that. I like gay people. I've had gay friends. I've even been a gay icon at a certain period in my life. This is quite true, this, Butch. I was a bit of a gay icon at one point.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I could see that.
Fran will tell you. And it felt a bit weird because I have no tendencies whatsoever swaying the other way. So being a bit of an icon, yes, somebody's just upgraded their Patreon to the $9. Nice.
Oh, nice.
What was I saying? I forgot.
Tendencies. You have no gay tendencies.
Right. I don't have any gay tendencies in that sort of an area. I'm fully heterosexual, as it were. But it was really weird. And I used to go out at one point, you know, dressed in a bit of leather and I've got these, you might have heard me tease people about it when we get to, I don't even know if they'll fit now, but when I said when we get to 10,000 subscribers, I'll put my my rubber t-shirt, if it still fits, and my see-through trousers on. So we used to dress up to go out, right? And and Fran liked to put on a bit of leather and PVC to go out and that kind of thing. So we used to have a good time. But the trouble was, I was known as a doorman in the area anyway, because I'd worked as a bouncer on a lot of the clubs. And B, when you go to normal straight bars, right, and you get lots and lots of the drink, Then people start getting like this, and then they start getting like this, and then it's all got very nice.
Yeah.
And I used to hate that. I used to hate watching it. I used to hate watching it as a bouncer from the beginning of the evening, seeing people all come in sober and all friendly with each other, and just watching them
turn into.
Yeah, and watching certain people just get nastier and nastier and nastier as the evening went on, and that kind of thing. You know, what we found was, and it was because, and I've said before, I had a security firm, I had a wheel clamping firm, and the guy that worked for me was gay. Right, so you got this gay guy, and he was a little stick insect gay. He wasn't a big butch gay. He was a bit of a stick insect gay with his security uniform on, right? And as gay as the day is long, you know, I'll talk about a queen, you know, ooh, and all of this, but he would stand his ground, you know, and nobody made him back down. He'd go out there to take people's clamps off. They'd be threatening him with all sorts, and he wouldn't care. He was there to do a job, you know. Nobody ever, and even though he got threatened with it a lot, nobody ever got physical with him. But I used to find it so funny that he was as gay as the day is long, but he could stand there in his uniform and, you know. Hello, Ron. So yeah, so Peterborough Tuesday nights was where I was going, as Ron says, and then because of him, we then went to a gay night and so on. And I found the gay night to be much better. It was much more fun. You could go and have a dance. You could dress up how you like. You've got queens coming in with all sorts of gay stuff on. So it doesn't matter how you dress. Because of the way that everybody else is dressing, nobody's going to take them.
Nobody
Nobody's
cares.
going to cause you a problem. Do you know what I mean? They're just there for a good time. And I really enjoyed it, you know. And I was talking to Logan about it last week, and I said, are there any places around here, really? We've lived here 15 years. I've never really bothered going out here. But I wouldn't mind going out. But I don't want to go out to a club. But he was telling me, it's now got fashionable to go to gay clubs. So now you get too many straight people going to gay clubs.
And there's straight clubs. Yeah.
And now if you get too many straight people going to the gay clubs, I just think you got too much chance of that and too much chance of that. So, you know.
Well, I haven't been out to a club in probably 20 years.
Yeah, me neither, really.
Yeah.
Just that time has just flown by. Yet 20 years ago, I'd go out to a club. I'd be the first one on the dance floor. I didn't care. I was up there, arms swinging. I couldn't dance the toffee, but I didn't care.
My 20s, I lived in a huge city and with, all that, and I had my fun, but yeah, it's been years.
When you went into a dance club and you saw that idiot dancing on his own, that looks like he's having fun, but there's no one near him and he hasn't got a girlfriend, that was me. Right.
Oh, the latest place is open.
A lot of the clubs in Peterborough are closing down now.
Oh, comment, Butch.
And it's a good place, Peterborough. But none of, the clubs, there's been some nasty dudes there. I remember coming out of a club once to a mob. And as we coming out of the club, there was a mob of hundreds. It was all kicking off. We didn't know what was going on. We'd been in a club all night.
Oh, jeez.
So that's when we used to go out. Sometimes we used to go out. Sometimes we used to go out. And sometimes when you're out, you go out, and then you go out. Well, after you're out, you go out. And then you go out.
And then you get knocked out.
And for that,
you fall out.
What's his name? Come on, someone pump up his name. Who's the king of that joke? Marco?
Polo?
Someone else you can research. Come on, people. Who is it? Mickey Flanagan. That's it. Well done. So there's another name for you, Butch. Mickey Flanagan.
Typing it in Google now.
Yeah, he's done a couple of stand-up shows.
He sounds Irish.
He's more of an Essex boy. He's more of an Essex boy, really.
He doesn't look Irish.
London, he's more sort of an Essex boy, or he was London and then moved out to Essex a bit.
Okay.
But he's
he doesn't look familiar to me, but
no,
he looks funny.
Ricky Gervais is another one of my favourites. I love Ricky Gervais. Yeah. So, shall we have a giveaway?
Okay.
Yeah. So, what we're going to get people to comment, right, for an extra 100 points. Ask Mickey Flanagan. Hello, Mickey. As a man I'd like to have dinner with, without a shadow of a doubt. I would love to go to dinner with Mickey Flanagan.
Jamie Oliver.
Jamie Oliver for you. Is that just because him or because of the way he cooks?
No, because of the way he talks about cooking.
All right.
It'd be a fun conversation. It's not all about cooking, but it's about the life around it. It'd be a fun conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, because in my world of going to dinner is like you're going to dinner with them, but someone else is serving you.
Yeah.
You know, there are people that I would love to go to dinner with, and there are people that I would love to spend the day with.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Not everybody I'd like to go to dinner with to talk. I'd like to spend the day with.
Some people, yeah. So we are back to 1,000 points.
We're back to 1,000 points with, and we've just had another one up there pledged to $9. I am over the moon with that.
That is awesome.
Very, very much. That's the one where we want to be. We really want to be the minimum of $9.
Oh, right. Oh, excuse me.
Let it be me. Let it be me.
Matt C.
Matt C. He's going to be gutted. 60 seconds, Matt C. Oh, and I never got him to type anything for a bonus. Never mind. So, Matt C. we're looking for.
Well done, TGBCH.
And we've got about coming up to 35 seconds. I'll be going up to Peterborough soon, Ron. Got to go up there to see my mum. So there we go. We've got 10 seconds.
Come on, Matt.
Come on, Matt. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thunderbirds are go. That's it. So we now have an 1,100 rollover. It's gone to the dogs, to be honest. Yeah.
Accumulator.
It's hardly surprising. Peterborough's now got over 100,000 people living in and around it. Ooh.
Is it raining?
That's a mixture of rain and hailstones.
I can hear it.
Yeah. Hailstones. Hailstones, that is.
That's very cool.
We might even take that $3 one away. Even. I'll have to talk to you about that one, Butch.
It's still dark outside here.
Is it?
Yeah,
oh, yeah, of course. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning for you.
5:30 a.m. Yeah.
All the kids think they are fully qualified gang members. Yeah, no. It's yeah, Peterborough is where I used to live. Peterborough is where Ron's talking about, and it's not the nicest of places. My dad moved up there in the 70s when it first became taking Peterborough, making it bigger and making it a bigger town. Whoa!
Now it's coming down.
Let's see if I can give you a bit of it.
I'll make it big once you get up there.
Can you see my pathways getting white?
Yeah. That's the hail?
Yeah, that's the hail. Coming down a bit nasty. I often think that tree over there.
Oh, look at the wind.
That limb that's sticking right out there, I often think that's going to come down one day in the wind.
Oh, up
Getting
at the top?
too heavy. Yeah, it's getting too heavy for the trunk, I reckon.
Yeah.
I can see that coming down one day and crushing all the... There's about 6 or 8 ships underneath it, different people's gardens.
Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. We, August and September, mostly September, we get monsoons. So we get rainstorms like that last for like 6 hours. One right after the other.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, fortunately, we'll get it like that. We'll get it really rough, but then it won't last that long. Like that lot now, it's still raining out there, but that only lasts
raised up.
Tracy's. Oh wow!
Oh,
what part of
nice,
Peterborough do you
Tracy.
live in, Ron? I'm not sort of looking it up or anything, but you know, you sort of in the Altons area, or you in the old part. You know, you've got one of the old houses.
Did you guys have a storm go through last night?
Yeah, it was a bit nasty down here.
That's okay. That's what you're talking about. I didn't know that. Oh.
We've got to look to where we can get some of those maps that Tracy's on about.
Amazon. They're off of Amazon. Storm Freya, Norse goddess. Sorry.
I used to live near there, Aaron. Spalding. I used to live in Spalding. Used to live in an old headmaster's house.
No, yeah. Tracy said she has bought herself the 50 state quarters map and the national parks one. They've just been delivered. So looking forward to collecting those.
Yeah. She was asking about them the other day.
Yeah, they're like $11 or $12. The ones that I had pictures of on my desk, those are like, I think they're under 15 pounds shipping.
Okay.
Each. Yeah.
$9.99 each.
Oh, okay.
So nice compared to the Royal Mint ones.
Is that including shipping?
Probably.
Nice.
You get more than free. You get more free shipping on Amazon than you do eBay.
That's about $12. $12 American. I think they're $11.99 on the Whitman website.
25 watches, not bad, eh?
No. Nice. Yeah, I'll get some more quarters this week and we'll go do some quarter hunts. It's not quite Monday here, so we're at 5:30 Monday morning, so banks don't open.
I know, I keep so easy to forget that. It's all right for the rest of us, you know.
So Tuesday.
Middle of the day now.
Oh, she has Amazon Prime, so free next day shipping. Very nice.
Yeah, see, that's what our one is. Our $50 a month is our Prime. When you upgrade to the $50 a month, you get the free shipping.
And free video. And
yeah, extra videos. We're going to figure out how to do that more. That is a work in progress.
Yeah. I'm adding and rearranging and updating Patreon, or not, Patreon too, but Discord every day. So we're tweaking things around. 28. There we go.
Amazon is only £7 a month. It might be wrong, but they don't give you double ups and treble ups and various other bonuses, do they? See, what we want is people getting used to how good the deals will be, and then we'll get more. We don't need many on all the tiers to sort of, if you like, guarantee the business. That's where we need to be. So We've talked about the Christmas. We've explained how that works. We've talked about the Bullies.
Channel of the week.
Channel of the week. Channel of the week is Bungle. Chris or Lorna, if you just happen to have Bungle's link.
It's in.
If
I did my job, it should be in the description, but I don't think I put it in there.
If Butch has done his job properly, it will be in the description.
But I do have it right here.
Cool. So this will give you the channel of the week, and we're supporting this channel all week. So every day we'll be supporting this channel.
There it is.
And we would also like to say that I know I'm a bit of a money-grabbing little git when the opportunity arises, but it is important to say that none of the people that are made or classed or called Channel of the Week by us, none of those people pay us anything for that. We don't get anything for that. We don't ask for anything for that. We don't want anything for that. It is literally what our team, between them, you know, they punch out to each other. They'll ask me and I'll say, how about making this person? And Butch might say, how about making that person? Whatever. And it's decided that way. Nobody pays us for it or anything like that. That's important to say because, you know, we're not recommending you to go and join someone that's paying us to tell you to go and join them. We're recommending you to go and join someone that we think is a really good, worthwhile channel to be subscribing to.
It's people we pick out.
Is it free to join Discord?
There is a free tier on Discord.
Right. You've got to listen to Butch on that because
now Discord will push their boost in their software. You don't have to buy it, but that's completely optional. That's something we have no part of. But to join Discord is free, and to join our Discord is free.
Okay.
But,
so join our
to,
Discord.
To get the other chat rooms and all the other benefits that you won't see if you join the free service, you do need to join Patreon.
Right. So there's one bit of it that's free, and then the rest of it you only get access to if you are a member. And then it depends what member you are as to what access you get.
So if anybody's interested, this link is good for a day. And that'll get you in on the first level of the Patreon.
Okay. So this link is the free one.
Yep.
And that will get you into the Discord. And from there you can chat to Butch. You'll rarely chat to me in Discord because at the moment, I don't understand it too well. I'm still learning, and when I come off the streams, etc., I am slaughtered busy with one thing or another. So I really don't get the time. It's supposed to be a bit more access to me, but I don't get the time. But you do get access to Butch. And if I'm needed, Butch has got virtual instant access to me anyway, and he can get me. There we go. There's somebody on the server. There's somebody joined. So, you can get access to me that way.
And right now, if you join Patreon and it doesn't it's supposed to automatically boost you up. So you should see more chat rooms. If it doesn't do that, just let me know and I'll get them added. It takes me seconds. It's supposed to auto.
You're on as well. Depends on what level you're on as to whether or not, you know, which one you can go into, but it goes up automatically and Butch will see to it.
Yep.
That's Jack Martin joined the Discord. So the Discord part of it is free. We don't get anything from you joining the Discord part of it as such. We get from you joining the Patreon side of it. You know.
Yeah, and it's I believe it's the name of the Discord is just the Great British Coin Hunt, but I think in order to get to it, you have to use an invite link.
Okay, there's a good question from Soundwave Man there. If you could punch it up. He said, I wouldn't have to pay more than the $3.
Discord is free. If you want to go on there and chat, you can go on there for free. But we have upgrades through Patreon if you want other chat rooms in there. That's not through Discord, that's through Patreon. But it activates Discord chat rooms.
Right. So essentially, if you pay the $3 a month, it's not going to charge you any extra for the Discord use. That's essentially what you're asking.
And that gives you access to the Bandits chat room.
Yeah, and it gives you access to the Bandits chat room. So we've got a chat room on there for the bandits. Now here's the thing. That bandits chat room could essentially be the swap shop chat room, couldn't it?
We have a swap shop.
Oh, we have a swap shop chat room. Okay, so anyway, you get access. I'm not going to interfere, but Butch knows what he's doing with setting the names up. You've got access to that chat room. The good thing to understand is, whereas on here you don't always know the person that you're dealing with. Well, on there you might not always know the person you're dealing with, but we'll underwrite them because these people are joining and paying us money. So if they're paying money, then they're verifying who they are. They're verifying, they're using their credit cards and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So you get a bit more safety.
We can hear you whisper.
Oh, yes, please. I would love something from the hot counter.
You're not fussy, are you?
No, I can't get a bacon sandwich. Oh, I know what will stay hot for the journey, but from there to here. They sometimes have those sausages. They're like a round sausage and it goes like that. I don't know what sausage it's called, but it's a big long round one and it's in a spiral.
Sainsbury's hot counters.
Yeah, have you not seen them on hot counters?
Not Sainsbury's.
Kielbasa.
If they've got one of them, I'll have it because I can stick that in a sandwich. If not, I'll have a bit of chicken. You know the kind of stuff I like. Meat. Yeah.
Any type of meat.
Yeah, basically. Something I can nosh easily with no teeth.
Porridge.
Cumberland sausage, that's it.
There we
Cumberland sausage, it's called. So yeah, so just so as everybody's got that right, you're not going to be charged money on Patreon and then be charged even more money for using the chat room or the server or the Discord or anything like that. None of that.
Maybe it'd be easier to explain that their Patreon is a membership service that gets you membership, and one of those things that we're offering through that is benefits on Patreon, but they're not combined. If you're a Patreon member and you pay the $3, you're going to get the points and the other things that benefit Patreons, even if you don't use Discord.
Yeah,
that's just an added benefit.
Okay, so you got that, everybody. The Discord is an added benefit. The chat room's an added benefit. You get other benefits just for being a Patreon member. But it doesn't charge you extra money for that kind of thing. You know.
It's a chat room with a lot of extra stuff added in. And
yeah. And for the most part, it's likely to be Butch that you'll talk to in the chat rooms. You know, apart from when I start getting used to it and have a bit of time, maybe. But
we'll get you in there more. It's just like WhatsApp. It's just geared a little different. It looks a little different.
Yeah.
I post random stuff in there to show different features. So if you see something weird, ask me how I did it, and I'll tell you. It's all fair game.
Okay. Yeah, because there was a conversation going on between you and someone, and you kept posting pictures, and they was posting pictures.
So we have emojis on there, and if you type colon, which is the 2 dots, 288, and then colon again, that'll bring up the Nota 288 picture. If you type in colon 3 UTCH colon, it brings up my icon, and I can add those so you can use them during chat.
Oh wow. Cool, this is going to take some getting used to. It's like learning all over again, isn't it?
Yeah, so if you've never used it before, just go into the lobby, the one chat room, and just chat in there.
It's like going to school again.
And then you can figure it out from there.
Lorna said hello, Casper.
Hey, Disney.
He's gone. He'll be happy as Larry in a couple of hours. Mum will be home at 3:30, 4 o'clock. Okay, so shall we have another giveaway?
Yes, we have 10 minutes left.
Okay, so let's if you want an extra 100 points, should you win, don't bother if you don't want the points, but if you do want an extra 100 points, type in
thank you, Danielle.
Type in Royal Mint Naughty or RM Naughty or Royal Mint Naughty. Just put that in.
All right, we'll give you a couple minutes while we
And then
reload.
If you write that in and you win, you'll get an extra 100 points just for writing that in.
What we have, it's at 1100.
On this one, the one we're talking on now.
No, it's already
That's
at
it,
1100.
like Will Snell. That's it. Look, Royal Mint naughty.
Hi, Simon.
You see how Chris has spelt naughty, look.
Naughty.
That's someone that's used to using abbreviated text speech, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And you only need to do it once. Cool. Hello, Ailey. Nice to see you. And that's Ailey, by the way.
Ailey.
Yeah.
Did I say it right the first 700 or 800 times?
It's a difficult one when you don't know it because it's spelled Ailida, but it's Ailey, actually.
Hi, Ailey. All right.
So, come on.
Everybody
then.
get one in?
Nice to see you, Ailey. It is. I hope everything's going all right at uni, darling. Me. Compo Kid. I have a funny feeling.
Ian smokes weed. Don't donate. You'll be supporting his habit. Yeah, we're just going to pick another winner.
No, that's the winner.
No, I'm saying that's him, but he's not here. He's not gonna be here in 60 seconds.
No, that means we'll have a rollover then.
Yeah.
Accumulator. You know.
If I can get the right window, that's what I wanted.
Compo Kid is one of those people, Chris and Lorna.
Do you know it?
That's someone you can block if you like. See, me and Butch will still retain a modicum of control over who gets blocked because we can say, "Oh, I don't like that. Right, we're going to block them," and then we can let them get blocked. But what happens after that is nothing to do with us. Whether Compo Kid ever comes back or not is nothing to do with us. We've just blocked him. That's it. Over to somebody else, and he loses. So, Butch, that's now what? That was 1,000 or 1,100.
1,100.
Okay, so the next one we'll do is, and we'll do that just before we come off in 5 minutes. We'll give it another go as a giveaway. Will be 1,200.
1,200. Woohoo!
Thanks to Compo Kid, you got an extra 100 points. Yeah, cool.
So you noticed that the spam filter didn't take that out.
No.
See, if you word your stuff correctly, you control us through our spam filter. So practice.
That's it. That's a good point actually, because this is good practice for you getting around the spam filters.
And if it doesn't have any profanity in it, I will read it out loud. I have read every single one.
Yeah.
It doesn't have profanity.
Yeah. So if you've got a message like Compo Kid, you don't like us, but you've got a message, and you want that message to be read out aloud,
there's a free way to get it out loud. Yeah.
Vanity in it if you get pulled out. But of course, you'll get nothing. And you, mate, will never, ever get anything. The other thing I might start...
Oh, Chris, it rolled over from the last one. The bonus rolled over.
It was 1,000 with a bonus for naughty. Oh, 1,000 with a bonus for the comment. Yeah, so that don't count because you only get that 100 if... So 1,000 it was, and then now it's 1,100.
No, Matt C didn't claim it.
Oh, Matt C.
So we added 1,100. Kid didn't claim it, so it's 1,200.
Yeah, wake up, Chris. You missed one. Yes. So it's 1,200.
Oh. No, I can show that. I'm writing nicknames down.
Oh yeah, be careful because some people don't like
the one name that's on there he gave to me. So, and yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Hi, Simon. He's not here at the minute. So let's all, I know what we'll do. Ian Glenn's name is spelled Ianglen. And I think what a good way to end the show to let Ian Glenn know that you're all watching him. So we'll do a final giveaway before we go. And if you write the name Ian Glenn in the comments and you're picked, you will get an extra 100 points. That's what we'll do. So the draw is for 1,200. But if you're the winner and you've written Ian Glenn, you'll get 1,300. And if you're a Patreon member, your win will be multiplied. So if you want to get on the old Patreon quick before we do the draw, get over there now. That's it, Ian Glenn, we know you're watching. Ian Glenn, lovely jubbly. You started watching Only Fools and Horses, Butch?
Yes, I'm on the second episode, but I'm trying to pay attention while I watch it.
Yeah.
So it gets paused, so yeah.
Yeah, you've got to pay attention. You know, and you've got to ask me, like, I mean, I must say things and you're thinking, what is Ian talking about? You know, so.
I can get the context on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I may not get the slang, but I get the context, so I understand kind of what the slang is sometimes. But these guys, there's a lot of stuff that, something about, you said one of it today, something about the sandwich. You can't have a picnic without sandwich. It ain't a picnic without sandwiches or something like that. He said it last night and I wrote it down because I thought it was funny. And then you said it today.
Yeah. Disney says, hey Ian and Freach, can I get the extra 100 points? My draw was the first one and only one today with no words to type for a bonus. Well, if there was words to type for a bonus, you know, you may or may not, I don't know, I've got it.
Maybe she'll win this one. Then she get 1,300 points.
Yeah, I'll tell you what we'll do. The next time that Disney wins, we'll give her an extra 100 points.
Okay.
All right, Disney? So we'll sort of meet you in the middle on that. The next time you win, I'll let you have that extra 100 points. Might take one draw, might take 1,000. But whenever it is, you remind me, you'll get the extra 100 points.
Yes, Ron, I've started it. I am on episode 2. My sleeping schedule's been off, so I haven't had my TV time. And then I got sidetracked on YouTube yesterday. Yeah.
I might see if I can find the series again on Sky and then watch it from the beginning with you so that we're watching it in sync. Do you know what I mean? Because I can watch that series again and again and again. You know,
a sandwich short of a picnic. That's what he said. I could have swore I heard that it was either from you or from them, but I could have swore it was from them last night. I thought it was funny. That you there was a game show. This late, what is it called? Oh, now I'm gonna blank on the whole thing.
Is this from the first episode?
No. I'm talking about something else. There's a game show. It was a game show in the U.S. with a female British host that had this straight face, never smiled, and she was just like this total smartass.
Oh, that would be Anne Diamond.
I think that's who it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I adore her, but I've never seen her on anything else
like that, or 15 to 1.
Those are British ones she's on.
Yeah.
Does she do British shows too? Okay. If we're talking, I think it's about
Diamond. It's not Anne Diamond. Anne Diamond.
Weakest Link. That's it.
Weakest Link. Anne Robinson. Yeah.
I adore her.
Newsreader. Yeah, she had a really strict face and everything.
You are the weakest link.
And then she went and had plastic surgery, and that I don't think did her any favors.
Oh, but she always had those sayings. You're one sandwich short of a picnic. A village is missing its fool. Yeah. Are you sure you're okay being here? A village is missing its fool. Yeah.
Hello, Nanny. Nice to see you, darling.
Nanny, hello. You're just in time.
Ian, tell her what to. Weakest link. Goodbye. I like that. That was a cool comment.
Nanny, so hurry up and type in you are the weakest link. Type in Ian Glenn.
Yeah, type in Ian only once.
Just do it.
Here, type Ian Glenn if you want to win an extra 100 points. If you're the winner, right? Because we'll have a little look and see if you've said Ian Glenn, and if you have, you'll get an extra 100 points. Okay, let's have it. Last winner of the day, last draw
both
of
versions.
the day. We're up to 1,200 points. You could
Oh,
have your win multiplied
Bye.
if you're a Patreon member.
There she goes.
There she goes.
All right. I think that's everybody. Let's go pull the comments again.
So we should be up to 81 now, I reckon. Oh, no, because Nanny was on there anyway.
Yeah, she's been on there for a few. So we're
80
still. All right, this is end of stream. Marie F, are you in here?
Maria.
She was in here earlier. 1 pound.
Was she?
That's her comment, 1 pound.
Okay, you got 60 seconds, Marie, and I'm just going to look at the Ian Glenn to see if she did it. No, so maybe she's not here. Thirty seconds. And then, can you make a note of it? Tomorrow we start at 1,300 if she doesn't come forward.
Yep. I'll just continue my list.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. God. Sorry, Marie. As you missed one. So we have an accumulation going on. Tomorrow, when we come on, our first draw will be for 1,300 points. If you're a Patreon member, you can get it multiplied.
Is my camera backwards? No. Okay.
So the accumulator's up to 1,300, and if you're on Patreon, you will have it multiplied. So get yourself over on the Patreon and support us over there, and you'll get an extra few points for doing it too.
Hey, NC, how you doing, bud? Good morning.
NC? I haven't seen that.
He's probably in my channel. We are broadcasting on the Great British Coin Hunt, Butch, and my Twitch channel.
Oh, and your Twitch.
So we've been on Twitch today, yeah.
Okay, and Facebook?
No.
What about my fan page on Facebook? Can we go through that, or my personal page?
We can try that. We can try to set it up later. I gotta fix it. We gotta
see if we can go out on that, because if we can go out on that tomorrow, then that can be automatically shared over to the Great British Coin Hunt page.
Definitely.
And get on it that way. Yeah, Disney had a little win.
She got the first win of the day.
Yeah, it was the first win of the day. I think everybody's won a little something now. Right, so I hope everybody's. Hello, mate. Nice to see you, NCF.
He's a good friend of mine from the States.
Lovely picture. The tiger, lovely picture. Yeah, nice to see extra people over. We'll have to see how we can add to this then. So we're broadcasting on 3 places at once. Be nice if we can. Oh, Lorna hasn't won one yet. Be nice if we can have that. So the other thing that we can do, if I've got this right, Butch, if I understand this correctly, so there's no limit to the amount of YouTube accounts we could broadcast to. We're broadcasting simultaneously.
Technically,
on yours.
Gage said yesterday that technically there isn't, but once you get above 10, that the quality drops dramatically. So we can stream to 10 different channels at the same time with good quality, but we get above that, and their servers start to get a little weird.
Okay, so pay attention a bit here, because this is what I'm looking for now. You know, I talk about the free copyright and so on, and I say to people, we get you some free copyright stuff. You can have it on your channel, build your channel up, right? Because at the end of the day, what builds up a channel is regular content going up every day, every week. As long as you're putting regular content up, then your numbers will just keep going up and up and up and up and up. So I've got a little idea. One of my ideas is the free content group, but we're restricted on WhatsApp. Maybe Butch can figure a way of doing it on Discord, because we are a bit restricted on WhatsApp to 5-minute videos. If you send a video longer than 5 minutes, it just cuts off, and it just cuts off the end.
Discord has the same thing unless you have their paid membership.
Right. So we'll try and figure out a better way of doing this. However, I would like 8 people that want some free content on their site. So as you heard Butch just say just now, this is going out live on our channel, TGBCH, and at the same time, it's going out live on Butch's channel, TGBCH. So we've got 2 YouTube channels, and it's going out live to both of them. And then when we finish in a minute, Butch will hit the button, and when he does that, this entire stream, 2 hours long, will be uploaded to TGBCH YouTube, and at the same time, it will be uploaded to Butch's YouTube. So both of us, both channels, mine and his, have got this video on their channel forever, right? And it's all done automatically at the same time. So, as you heard Butch say, this can stream to 10 different channels at once. So what I'd like is I would like another 8 people to come forward who haven't really got any content, but would like to get some content, would like our videos on their YouTube. Come forward, let us know. Well done, Judith. Thank you. And let us know. And it means you've got to trust us with your username and password, obviously, because we're going to need that to set it up. But if you would,
there's an easy get around on that. I'll talk to each person individually.
Right. So
I do not need your password.
Oh, okay. Butch doesn't need your password, but and nothing will be given out over the air. But if you want to be one of those 8 people, then what you will get out of this is you will get 2 hours of free content being uploaded to your channel every day of the week, 5 days a week. Yeah, Butch? Is that right?
Yeah, I was saying bye to Richard.
Oh, yeah. But that's right, isn't it? So they'll get 2 hours, 8 people will get 2 hours, our show, uploaded to their channel every day, 5 days a week. Yeah? So that works. And that will build your channel, and that will give us more reach.
If we broadcast to your channel too, your chat room shows up on my StreamYards, but nobody else can see it. So if somebody goes into your chat room while we're live and they say something, I can see it here, but it doesn't share between everything else.
Okay, cool.
So it's not like one big chat room. That's the only thing. Yeah.
Right, that's cool. Probably better.
That's why you hear me talking to people who you can't see.
Got you. So what we want to do is, why not? We know we've got a space where we could be doing it to 8 more YouTube accounts. So why not do it to 8 more YouTube accounts? If the facility's there, why waste it? So if 8 people would like to come forward, and we'll get you added, and it'll only be the first 8 people. After that, like you heard Butch say, after 10, you lose the quality. So let's have 8 people. Let's use the max we can, and let's get the maximum amount of publicity that we can. And that will mean we'll be going out on 10 YouTube channels live every day. And that content will be on those 10 YouTube channels, building income for life. You'll have that for life. You know, not bad. But only 8 people. That's it.
Yeah, I can't think of. And as far as StreamYard itself,
only 7 people.
We got someone already?
Yeah, Danielle has come forward straight away and said we can use her channel.
Okay.
So that's 1 gone. Danielle will be having us. That's 7 more required. All right. So if you would like that, would it be easier if I just say to people, speak to you directly, Butch?
Yeah, shoot me a message in Discord.
Shoot Butch a message in Discord. Let him know. So the first person will be Danielle Finley. And then there are 7 more people that can approach Butch.
You can email me. But
yeah. Okay, cool. So that is that's this morning's episode of The Office, Ian's Office. Over.
Lunch with Ian. All
Lunch
right.
with Ian done. Good show.
Thank you for everybody for stopping by.
Thank you.
And we will see you tomorrow.
We will get off, yeah, and see you tomorrow for the accumulators, and see if you can get on the Patreon between now and then. Multiply it.
Bye, everyone.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay.